Hey, what's up, Dork? Are you okay? Hey, come here. Come here, give me a hug. What happened? Hey, of course I want to know. Silly, you're my best friend. I'm here for you, you know that, right? I don't just say things just to say them. I spill. Well, what happened? I see. Really? Oh God, I'm so sorry. Come here. If I would have known, you should call me about these things. To think that's been happening all day and you didn't reach out to anybody. You don't have to fight this war alone. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it 1,000 times more. I care for you. Look, I know. I've been there. I've been where you've been. And even if you think you're alone, even if you think that nobody understands your pain, you still gotta call someone. Even if it's just to be heard. You can't think that this is just your war to fight alone. You deserve better. But if you don't open yourself to the world and give yourself a chance, things only get harder, only for you. I know you think that sometimes you can even be a burden on me, which honestly I think it's fucking crazy, because you've been there for me, right? You've seen my worst days. Why didn't you think that you're worth that time for me? Of course you are. And I'm not saying this out of owing, I'm saying this as a friend. And sometimes even you need to be heard. I love you, silly, and I'm glad you came to me. I really am, because Jesus. So, take a seat. Alright, so when did this started happening? Or more importantly, how did it happen? Jesus. I can understand why you're in pain right now. And I've been there. I've been at that moment where you think you're alone. And that nobody understands how you feel. But take a moment to breathe, just for a second. And if you need to cry, come on. It's okay. You said as much to me. Don't you think that it's okay to cry? It's a human thing. Anybody who tells you otherwise is insane. You know that, right? Crying is a necessity. And I won't let you fool yourself into thinking that you don't deserve happiness. Because you're a good person. And as far as I've known you, I've always wanted to make you feel the way you make me feel. I know that's pretty cliche, but it's true. You've been there for me. You try and try to help. And sometimes you're met with the harshest of life has to offer. It makes me sick sometimes, because there's nothing more than what I like to see is that smile. You know, just first, I want you to do this. Think about how that situation is. How it made you feel. Think about how you can move on from this, or how to face it. Because sometimes not walking away is the best solution, but to sort of understand all the circumstances of it. And then, let's then focus on how to fix it, but one step at a time. Things are not going to get better overnight, and I know that deep down you want this horrible situation to be over and done with. Unfortunately, that's not how that works. But you don't solve it by doing all of this by yourself. That's the only time I'm going to tell you you're wrong to think that. You get through this with friends, with family, with loved ones. And you fight and you keep fighting. I'm right there with you. And I'll never let you feel alone. Never. So you can drop the lone wolf act. You can stop thinking that only you understand how you feel. And whether or not that is true, nobody gets to fight a war alone. A war is fought with friends. I love you, and I care about you. And I'm glad that you came to me. So how about we go out? Maybe eat some McDonald's or something, and we'll talk it over lunch. You want to do that? Okay, let's go. I'll see you there. No, actually, fuck it. Drive it with me. Come on. Yes, it's on me. Come on.